Mayday, 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 everyone. Danger ahead of you. This is a warning. If you know you hold a bank loan or a mortgage that you acquired just after COVID started. If you do, please pay attention to this video until the end and make sure you act very quickly. By the way, I am your host, A Manzi, and welcome to AM InfoTrades. We're going to talk about the mortgage and the risks that are hidden behind that the banks are not telling you. Today, I met up with a friend of mine who got a house when the mortgage rates were still very low. This friend of mine was from Canada, and he told me about how he got his house and where he is right now with his bank. This friend of mine had paid 20% down payment because he bought a house that cost him more than $1 million in Vancouver. Everybody who lives in Vancouver, Canada knows about this. And if you live in other cities, you most likely know that if you buy a house that's more than $1 million, the bank requirements is that you have to pay down payment of 20%. If it's less than $1 million, then your percentage will most likely be lower. So this friend of mine told me about his story, and I was shocked to see what is happening to him right now. By the way, his interest rates now is on 5.7%, and it's on variable. So his variable interest rates, if it's on 5.7%, that means fixed should be way higher than that in Canada. So this is just not about Canada only. That means even in the US, things should be going just about the same. As we know, interest rates are going up relentlessly. They're not slowing down that easily. Even though there is a lot of people who are speculating that we might be at the top peak of the interest rates hikes, we yet to see the pause to it. Not everybody believes it. Banks or anybody else hasn't confirmed about this. So my friend went to check on the progress of his mortgage payments, and he was supposed to be paying about $3,000 every month for the house that he bought. So when he arrived, he discovered that he passed his buffer payments. I believe many of you should be aware of what we call buffer payments. This thing is what allows you to be able to pay the same amount that you got the mortgage for when you have the variable rate, but when the interest rate goes up, the only thing that moves up is the amount of years that you're supposed to be spending paying for your mortgage. Same thing that this friend of mine had, and when he went to check, he was blown away. His $1 million loan that he was holding was at $1,100,000. I was shocked. I didn't know what to believe. How in the world did he end up with more than what he started with? And yet he was making payments, which means when the interest rates passed 4%, about 4%, his buffer payment was no longer a good deal for him. He was just paying all the money going towards interest rates, no other payments. So his $3,000 was not even able to cover his interest rates. So his interest rate grew bigger than the amount he paid, and then he started accumulating on towards the amount he has to pay, on towards that 1 million that he owed the bank. And when he went to check, they had not even called him, not even told him. So what surprised me is if that amount of money continued growing and got to a point beyond what he bought the house for. Let's say he bought a 1 million and 20% was supposed to be 200,000. That means if the money crossed about 1,200,000, maybe the bank was supposed to take his house. I have not yet confirmed about this, but I am yet to go and check it out, for I also have a mortgage that I hold to myself. This is surprising. If you know you hold a bank mortgage, a bank loan, and you got it on variable, you got it after COVID, please, I advise you, go to the bank, check it out yourself. Make sure your payments are not ridiculously running out of control, because everybody might not be aware of this, but the banks are locking you on a big time scam that's going to increase your debt higher and higher. So take your step, go check it out. If you know you got fixed and you had it for a while and it's about to expire, I do pray for you, because this is really bad. You all know that interest rates are really high right now. But the only advantage you might have is we are hopeful. We're not confident, but we're always hopeful. So we are hopeful that the interest rates might be at the peak of their heights. So we hope to see the interest rate come down in the near future. According to my own judgment, perspective, and analysis, I would believe that interest rates will start going down within about maybe no less than 6 months to 1 year. So we're looking at 2024 to 2025. And that's when we do expect to see a bull run in the market. Of course, if the conditions are viable for growth in the economy, if everything is running smoothly. So if you have variable, please, I advise you. So this is something I just discovered and it was quite shocking. So I wanted to bring it to your attention. If you have a mortgage, just go and check it out. Make sure everything is running smoothly. You don't want to lose to the banks, because they are not playing with you. They are here to make money, and you are here to make money. Live and enjoy while trading. Please stay tuned to my next video, as I am also one of the people that bought a house at that moment, and I'll be going to the bank tomorrow to check out what is happening with my mortgage and what actions I should be taking towards the mortgage payments. Please take this moment to like and subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate you taking this moment to view my video. Enjoy the rest of the evening and take care. Peace.